guys, it's your girl. No, I can't say it's your girl. Hey guys, it's Tina and
Alfred here.
welcome back to our channel. Today we are pretty much like 9 months pregnant. Almost at the end. I can see the finish line right there. And so I thought today is the perfect day to try out this belly casting kit we bought on Amazon. So we're gonna try out this kit to preserve the memory of my lovely belly. And I thought it'd be a great time to answer some of your questions that you guys submitted through my Instagram. Before we get started, we want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Okay, so according to the instructions, we need to cut these strips into like 3 different lengths. Short for the boob, medium, and then long for the belly. Comes with a drop sheet, so I think we should open that and like put it on the floor.
Wow. My hands.
It's
So powdery.
gonna get messy.
I wore the worst clothes for this. I am not dressed for this.
You're not dressed this. Why are you wearing black? Oh my gosh.
What's this bit?
There's
Very
so
big.
many layers. Off to a great start, guys.
But is the short one like one boob or both boobs?
Both boobs, right? Both boobs? I would like both boobs in there.
That looks quite short. That looks like one boob.
We'll do a couple one boobs. No, my boobs are bigger than that boob. My boob's way bigger than that.
So messy.
Okay, whilst Alfred's cutting away, let's start with some questions. First one we have here is, how long have you guys been together? How long has it been, Boo?
Too long.
Too long. We've been together for, is it 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years. Time flies, guys. We've been together for 6 years. What's your age gap? I am turning 32 this year in July. Alfred, how old are you? 20. No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know. Wait, am I turning 39?
Do you have baby brain as well? I'm confused. You are 39 this year.
Oh really?
Alfred may look really young because, you know, he's been stealing my skincare and people always say that we look the same. But yeah, you're almost 40. It's okay. 40 is the new 30s and 30s is the new 20s. We're like progressing to the next chapter. We're gonna have a kid soon, and so it's just like adulting at its finest. How often do you guys fight, and what has been your biggest fight? Well, these days we rarely fight, but in the beginning of our relationship, that's when it was a little bit more chaotic, I'd say. I think the worst fight we've had was probably when we first moved to Singapore. This was 2018 and we were just, you know, getting used to a new country, all these changes and stuff. At that time, my YouTube channel wasn't doing too well, and so I was like really stressed and anxious. You remember that?
Oh yes.
You remember that? I did a whole video on this, guys, so you can check it out. It was just hard to look at numbers all the time, and I feel like because of that, it kind of took a toll on like my mental health, and then which in turn kind of like affected Alfred as well. At that time, I felt like a lot of pressure because we had literally moved our lives, picked up from Sydney and then moved everything. And then because my channel wasn't doing as well, I felt a lot of pressure. I felt like I was letting people down. And then also I'd feel anxious whenever I get recognized in public. I just felt like the whole world was looking at me and judging me, and just like, I don't know, in a way I felt like fearful that my channel was just gonna like be irrelevant and I was going downhill, and I just had all these really negative thoughts in my head.
Yeah, it affected me as well during this time because I had left my career to support Tina. In a way, I did feel like I lost a bit of my identity. So when Tina was going through, you know, that depression and anxiety, it really affected me a lot because I personally didn't know how to help her.
We were in a funk, guys. That was probably like the hardest time throughout our relationship, and also like the lowest point. I remember us just arguing a lot over just like little things, over work, and because we like saw each other every day, worked together, like just every little thing would trigger a fight, and so we were just in a really bad funk. It got to a point that we were both really depressed and just sad, and we almost called it quits, guys. We almost.
I really wanted to help Tina, but I didn't know how to without helping myself first. So I decided to see a therapist, and I personally found that to be really helpful. It was really nice to just be able to have someone talk to and go through and articulate what I was feeling inside.
So after that, like after seeking professional help and Alfred sort of like being able to get his mindset in the right place, he was able to help me, like pull me out of my like low point. That's when our relationship started getting a lot better. Instead of focusing on all the things that we didn't have or like the bad things or just like channel views, we started focusing more outwards and kind of just more like appreciating like the things that we had in life.
Got a dog.
We got Biscuit, we adopted Biscuit, and that really helped as well because we just got out of our own head. Instead of focusing on our own problem, we had this dog to take care of, and I think because we shared that common goal, like it really helped get us out of that rut. And then yeah, fast forward to today, look at us now. We are happier than ever and we have a baby on the way.
I'm so glad that we got through that and didn't decide to call it quits and decided to seek professional help.
Yeah, and so if you guys are ever feeling sad, depressed, down, or you need someone to talk to, today's sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help. That's Better, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists that are trained to listen and help you. You're able to talk to a therapist in a private and online environment at your own convenience and get help that may not be available in your area.
BetterHelp has more than 20,000 therapists in their network with a broad range of expertise to help you. You just need to fill out a questionnaire and then BetterHelp will match you with a therapist within 48 hours.
You can share unlimited messages with your therapist and all phone and video sessions are secure and kept confidential.
If you're not vibing with your therapist, then you can request a new therapist at any time for free.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with a BetterHelp therapist. You guys can use my link below for 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Tina Yong. That's better, H-E-L-P. Okay, so now we've cut all the strips. What do we do next? You need to put the strip in like water, warm water, and then like run one plaster strip through the water at a time and wet it. Oh wait, I need to put Vaseline on my body first, otherwise it's like waxing my whole body. Are you gonna Vaseline me up?
Vaseline you.
I don't know why, but it feels like Alfred's gonna tattoo me or something with his gloves on.
I look like tattooist, eh?
Yeah, slap it on. Should I stand up?
Yeah, stand up.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Might
It's
actually
already
use
half the
whole
tub already. The boob? Okay. We just have to blur it.
Zen is witnessing something.
Yeah.
I feel like I should leave.
I'm
Zen.
sorry. Zen's filming this and she's just like, what the F have I signed up to?
Come back in 10 minutes then.
I think I've been well Vaselined up. I think we're just gonna quickly do the boob part, and so then I can like feel a little bit more covered up and comfortable. You know, make us all feel a lot more comfortable if my boobs went out. Ah! It's so cold! It's so cold.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Towel underneath.
Maybe we should put this plastic.
It's a mad mess.
That's why the drop sheet is so big.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do like a sweetheart neckline, or are we gonna just do like straight across? I'll just design my own sweetheart neckline. Okay, I think I am okay for YouTube now. We can
not get demonetized.
sit down. Look what a mess this is, guys. It's so messy. Let's get back to answering some questions whilst Alfred works his paper mache skills on my belly. Who do you think will be the strict one with the baby?
I think you will,
Me? I'm gonna be the strict one?
for sure.
Well, so I'm gonna be bad cop, you're gonna be good cop.
Yep.
I'd like to say no, I'm not gonna be strict, but I think Alfred's right. I might be a little bit of like a demanding mum. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I hope to be a chill parent, but I know that always changes, you know? Oh, it's so cold. What are we gonna name our baby? We kind of spoke about this before, and I think we're sticking with the name Lila. She's gonna have a middle name as well, so it will be Lila Bell Tran. Some of you picked up on that in our baby moon video. It was like a little Easter egg I left in there. Are you going to breastfeed? If I can, I definitely will. I want to breastfeed. We'll see, maybe for at least maybe 3 to 6 months. But I know like breastfeeding, that journey is just different with every mum, and it can be stressful. And like a lot of people say it's like one of the hardest things after you have a baby, like breastfeeding and just trying to produce enough milk. So if I can, I definitely want to breastfeed. Oh my god, it's just so cold. I should have put like really hot water, because now it's like it went from warm to like super cold. How you doing there, boo? You hanging in there?
My arms are so tired. That's like constantly holding them up.
Oh, it's drying, and I can feel like if I move, it's
tightening.
It's like waxing me. So cold, so cold. It actually dries pretty quickly, guys. Like my boob, rock solid right now, rock solid. What is your birth plan? I want to go as natural as possible, and possibly just have like air and gas as one of the pain reliefs towards the end. But I know, like, you know, pain is perceived very different with everyone, and you really don't know what to expect until like labor happens. And also sometimes there's interventions needed and things don't go to plan, but like my initial birth plan is to do it as natural as possible. I don't know, for me, like I educated myself with all the risks with, you know, having a epidural or other forms of pain relief, and I think like I can just handle the pain. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I hope that will kind of kick in. And also with hypnobirthing, they tell you that if you relax during labor, you know, your body releases oxytocin, which helps you progress through labor, and your cervix opens up and it releases endorphins, which are the feel-good hormones. So if you're able to relax and be in a good mindset, then your body releases its natural sort of pain relief hormones. But if you tense up and you're scared, your body creates adrenaline, which is like the fight or flight, I guess, like hormone, or so that chemical reaction, what happens then is like blood flows through to your hands and legs and other parts of the body, as opposed to your uterus when it's contracting. So that creates more pain. So if you're fearful, chances are birth is going to be a lot more painful. But if you try to remain calm and relaxed, then your body releases its natural pain relief. So that's what I've been reading. So I've been doing a lot of like meditation. I've been trying to be really chill and calm and just zen, you know? So every night we've been doing that. Are you planning to do confinement? So confinement here in Singapore is like a pretty common thing. I think it's more of like a Chinese thing. So generally women, after they give birth, they don't really go out for the first month, and they eat like certain foods, drink certain teas that's supposed to help your body recover. Some people say you're not supposed to wash your hair as well and do certain things like that. For me, I've got confinement food that we've ordered, so that sort of special preparation is just going to be delivered to us. So I'm doing that for about 28 days. But like all the other like don't wash your hair and don't go out kind of thing, I think we'll still go out if I can. But you know, a lot of new mums, you're probably stuck at home breastfeeding and like, or pumping every 2 hours anyways. Yeah, I'm not doing like the strict confinement sort of thing per se, but I will be eating the yummy food. Oh wow, I feel like we should have put way more Vaseline, boo. You just push that side a little bit, and then I felt like it's separate from my skin. Peeling this off is going to hurt. Is your mum coming over to help once the baby's here? Yes, my mummy's coming. So happy that she's coming. She's gonna be here soon.
2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. So she's gonna be here helping with the baby for at least 2 months. So that's always gonna be handy. And I think it's just always nice to have mum around. She'll meet the baby, so it'll be nice.
She's just bugging you to have a baby.
You guys have seen my mum in my videos. She's so funny, because she's like, ever since Alfred and I started dating, she's like, you guys should have a baby. Don't worry about getting married. Just have the baby first. You know, for her, she's had all her babies at the age of like, what, 25 or something. She had 3 kids. When we met, I was, what, 26, and she's like, have a baby, have a baby. And so she's been waiting for this grandchild forever. So she's super excited to come and meet our baby. Hopefully your parents will come as well after. That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
Oh my gosh, I
This is-
feel it tugging. It's kind of like peeling off my body a little bit already. I can feel it. Is it easier if I stand up? Yeah, I'll stand up.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cold. Do you guys want another kid?
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Yes, that would be nice. It'd be nice if we had a boy. But let's just see how the first one goes. Because, you know, we don't really know what to expect just yet. But ideally, a boy and a girl would be, you know, perfect for us. Are you planning to teach your baby Vietnamese? I will speak to her in Vietnamese here and there, but I think like just naturally she'll pick up English as her first language because that's what we speak to each other. You know, like my mum doesn't really speak much English, so if Lila's gonna be around her, then she's gonna pick up Vietnamese, and then your parents can also teach her Chinese. And if she goes to school in Singapore, like the local schools, she can learn Chinese there as well. I hope she'll pick up like a second language because that's always nice, but you know, at the end of the day, it just depends on if they want to learn. But chances are we're gonna be speaking English at home most of the time.
I think she will learn Vietnamese.
She'll probably learn like the basics here and there.
And then you and the baby can complain about me.
Yeah, if she picks up Vietnamese, we can like talk behind
gang
your
up on
back
me.
because you won't understand. Or you can learn with her. But that's the same. If you guys speak Chinese, I won't know, but I will know because I'll
You're gonna learn
I'm gonna
Chinese.
learn just so that they can't talk behind my back. What do you think you'll miss about being pregnant?
Not having to do anything. Like, you still do a lot of stuff.
I still do a lot of stuff, but I think like maybe more like the treatment I get. Alfred's like, don't carry that, don't do that, I'll do that. It's just so nice to have these like acts of service because that's my love language, guys, acts of service. Alfred's always like, don't worry, I'll take care of that. So he's just always a little bit more concerned because, you know, I've got his growing child in me. So I think I'll miss like the special treatment. And because like whenever dinner comes around, it's like my preference of what I crave. So I'm always like priority, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you want to eat today? You know? So I never have to compromise. So I do like that special treatment. And you know what? I think I'll miss letting my belly hang. Like letting it all hang loose. That's one of the best things about being pregnant because you know that you don't need to worry about sucking it in and just looking all tight and snatched. You can just let it flop out and people appreciate it and think you're cute. Are you planning to film your delivery? Are we gonna film it? I think I will be in the zone, but I plan on filming, like documenting it because I think it'd be really nice to have and also just to show our family because they're not gonna be there. And it's just like a nice forever memory. So we will film and document it. I don't know how it's just gonna turn out, but
I'll film it as long as I'm not passing out.
if Alfred is still conscious throughout the labor, then yes, it will be filmed. Will you look, boo? What if the doctor's like, do you want to feel the head? Would you say yes? Actually, I'd love to know if you've like given birth, if you're a mama, did your partner like look? Or were they too scared? Or like, do you guys ever have any funny stories where your partner fainted or something? I feel like I've heard about that and we've seen like dad's reactions and stuff on like memes. But I'd love to know. I think you'd freak out.
I probably will freak out, yeah.
Alpha's the more emotional type, so either he'll like
I'll cry.
freak
He'll
out and
cry.
cry, or like he'll just faint. Like there's just like one or the other, right? I don't think you'll be able to be calm. Like I'll be able to see your reaction. Like you'll be like either mortified and then like, or really scared and cry. We'll see, guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Are there things your parents did that you hope you don't repeat with your child? Yes. I was not allowed to have a boyfriend and date. My dad was so strict. I mean, I think this is a common thing with a lot of households, but we were never educated about like relationships and like being intimate or sexually active. Like that was never a conversation. It was just like, don't have a boyfriend, study hard, don't get pregnant, or like you're gonna be on the streets kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it was just so much like fear-based parenting. So I feel like I don't want to repeat that with our child. I want to be able to have like conversations and like dig deep and kind of just like be more honest, because I feel like, you know, if you tell her not to have a boyfriend, I mean, I did it anyway. I had boyfriends anyway. I just hid it from my parents, right? So you end up rebelling. And so I think like that sort of parenting technique I don't want to take with our baby.
Yeah, I think I just want to be more like a friend because I never really had that with my parents. Like they were more like parents, and that's kind of really normal with like Asian parenting.
Yeah, well,
it's
you
not a
don't
bad
have
thing.
that closeness. Like, I'm really close with my mum, but I think that's probably because she didn't go to work. Like, my dad was the breadwinner, and so like I was always with my mum, so I was like more close with her. But with your parents, they were both working, and so
Yeah.
it's hard like to juggle both. And at that time, they were just trying to make ends meet, right? So I think like in that case, when you don't have enough time to spend with your kid, it's hard to bond and build like a friendship with them. But it's just so much easier just to tell them like be a parent and just like say yes, you can do this, no, you can't do that, and just provide.
Yeah, I'll be strict.
She's gonna be.
Because it's a girl, you're getting a girl. I reckon you'll be.
So Zen reckons Alfred's gonna be strict because we're having a girl. She's gonna be daddy's little girl. You might be the one that's like looking the boyfriend up and down and like just be like,
Yeah.
you better, you
Yeah.
better.
You might be right about that one, Zen.
Who do you think your baby girl will look like, you or Alfred? Well, we've seen through our 3D scans that she kind of has like Alfred's nose and maybe my lips, eyes, I don't know whose. You can kind of see that she's got more of like a narrower face shape, kind of similar to like both of ours. Maybe more so mine because it's a bit more like sharp and V-shaped. I hope she has Alfred's height. Like she has to be taller than me, right? Has to. Like there's no way that she like will stop at my height, right? She'll be so mad at me. And what if we have a boy later on and he's my height? I'm like, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
We all know whose fault that's gonna be.
It feels like it's barely hanging on my skin. It's hard. It's like, I think are we there? Yeah, are you just trying to
I'm
perfect?
just trying to use it all.
Will you guys still upload videos after having a baby? Yes, because that's our main source of income, and because I want to like share like, you know, this new chapter with you guys as well. And I really hope that, you know, like with this baby content and like pregnancy content, that you guys will be on board. And I will try my best to still do like the regular content that I do, but just expect there to be some mummy content because it's just naturally what we're progressing to, right? How do you divide house chores?
I think we're pretty good. Like we just do whatever needs to be done.
We don't have like a set list of things like Alfred does this, I do that. We kind of just do what's needed, right? Though, like, if I ever need help, like, I'll just be like, Alfred, can you hang the clothes for me, or help me wash the dishes if I've cooked and stuff. But sometimes, like, I find doing housework just kind of like therapeutic. I'll just do it. And the best thing about Alfred, he just never complains. You never complain.
About
Like housework, I'll just be like, can you do this? And he's like, yep, okay. I think that's one of the best things. That's why I love him so much. He doesn't complain. How does it feel when a baby kicks? It's like the weirdest sensation, guys. It literally feels like there's this alien growing in you. Like in the movies, you can see like the bump and you can see like the actual wave and her movements. Like now the movements are a bit more like, I don't know, how do I describe them? Before they were just like little kicks here and there. Sometimes she does that, but I can actually feel like the whole thing, like her body move. It's more like a wave or like a circular sort of motion. It's like long swipes and strides as opposed to just little jabs here and there. It's real weird. I can't really explain it. Like there's nothing that would feel the same. I can't even think of anything that would feel the same. It's just like a really bizarre feeling because your belly's just doing its own thing and you can't control it. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Alfred's just trying to neaten up the edges, making it look nice.
did not Vaseline this area, so you are gonna feel that.
Oh, really? Almost there, guys, almost there. Alfred's just doing his finishing touches and then we let this dry. It says like it dries in like 5 to 10 minutes and so it's quite quick, but I think you gotta like let it fully dry, and then there's this like smoothing layer that you can put on top and you can sand it and then decorate it.
That one cannot be hidden.
Can you see the shape of my nipples? Well,
It's just that one nipple.
well guys, face it, I have nipples. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm wearing a corset. Wedding night, sort of like lingerie, pregnant edition. It's rock solid, guys, it's so hard. So we're gonna let this dry, and then when we're ready to take it off, we will be right back. Give me a beat. Okay, I think we're ready to remove this, guys. Oh, okay. It's actually like mostly off already. You just gotta peel the edges off.
Just lean back.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's like a frog. It's like a gorilla.
Imagine if you were pregnant. That's so cool.
It's pretty cool. Your belly is still so very...
So shiny. So this is actually gonna take about a day or two to dry before we can like finish it off and decorate it. So we'll probably finish that off camera. But I just wanna say thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Maybe the next video will be like our birth video or something. We're really almost there. She can come any day now. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Q&A and slash belly casting video. Also, a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. You guys can use my link for 10% off your first month. If you guys are new here, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And Mama Tina, Papa Alfred will speak to you guys next time. Bye! I'm all glassy. Look at this belly. Oh my god, that's me. I have like a floating belly. It's Casper, pregnant Casper. Casper, the friendly belly.